Hey, let's play. Welcome back to more WWE Smackdown Vs Raw 2006 with your boy Herotheycallme. In the last episode, we lost a lot of fans because Raw had a pay-per-view, but we were also able to build up a bit. But I think they won like a couple 100,000, if I recall correctly. So right now we're looking kind of worse for wear. If I go into the reports here, I'll show you. Down by a lot, 1.3 million, pretty much. So it's going to be a tough hill to climb out of, but we do have a pay-per-view coming up for us, luckily. So you can see here the Great American Bash is in 4 weeks time. So the goal here is to build up to the Great American Bash, obviously. And on the last episode, you saw us trying to build the Cruiserweight division. If I go to rosters right now, you'll be able to see that our Cruiserweight division is climbing the ladder, as we have Ultimate Tiger to Greek Olive and Viking Local all in the 20s now, opposed to being in the 6s and 0s and wherever the hell they were last week. So my goal for this one is to start a feud with Viking and Tiger, because that will be our Cruiserweight feud for the Great American Bash, which will be our show opener most likely. And then I'll keep putting them in the handicap matches against Default and hopefully get them up to at least to the 30s before that pay-per-view starts. So that'll be a decent match at least. Our other feuds are probably going to switch. I had Bork Lobster facing off against Azrael, and I had Quest against, I think, Frank LaRose. So I'm going to change Frank to go against Azrael, because that way we could have a Azrael and Alexander Storm versus Fred and Frank LaRose for the tag titles. So Quest and Bork Lobster probably going to start feuding as well, it would be my guess. We'll switch that up. And then I don't think we have anything for Young Dwiz and Little Squeep this time around, and same with Daddy Slane, so I might throw them all in the handicaps against Tank to build them up. So that's probably what we're going to do. Or I'll throw Christy Hemme in there. I don't know. Something will happen. Most likely Christy Hemme with the Druge crew. That'd be my guess. And maybe I'll throw Daddy Slane in the U.S. title picture scene, or possibly in the World Heavyweight title scene. We'll see. We have Savage and Wrestling. They're going to go at it for the World Heavyweight. In the United States is going to be T-Lon and Doc. But like I said, we'll see what we do with the returning Big Daddy Slane. We'll see exactly what we're going to do with that. So since he is returning, I feel like we're actually going to do a triple threat match between Chick Magnets, Big Daddy Slane, and the champion, Samuel Wrestling. And we're actually going to put the title on the line at St. Louis, Missouri here tonight. Match 1 is going to be our handicaps. Handicap matches, not our handicaps. So Default, that's almost perfect automatically. Actually, I have to have Viking Local on them in a singles match this week, so we'll switch Default for Christy Hemme, and Ultimo Tiger for Chick Magnet. We'll do that. We'll build those three up. Promo here is we need to do advertising. Like I said, we were running low on cash big time, so that's all we're going to do this time. Can't do anything else except for advertising, and maybe we'll do pay-per-view for the last one, but besides that, it's got to be advertising. We got to make that money. So match 2 is going to be the singles match between Ultimo Tiger and, where is he? Viking. Okay. No title on the line. We'll build to that, I think, is what we'll do. Match 3. Actually, I'll build down here. We'll go match this one. We'll do a singles match between T-Lon and Doc. 258's going at it, you know. Match 4. We need to start the Cruiserweight. Or not the Cruiserweight, the other feud that we need to start here. Azrael and Frank, I want to say, are going at it. Pretty sure it was Frank LaRose. I'll look at it to be on the safe side, and then we'll have Fred versus Alexander Storm here. I might throw in more people though in that match. Match type, let's do a fatal 4-way. Not Little Squeep. Let's Bork, Fred, Quest, Alexander Storm. We'll do that as a 4-way. I'm just gonna make sure the feud is the right feud, because I don't want to mess that up. That'd be a mistake. So rivalries, yeah, okay, it's Fred and Alexander Storm. That's what I thought. Okay, so that'll be our show for this week, just to start the feuds that we need to get started and continue the feuds that we have going. So we're obviously going to watch this match this time around, because that's a pretty big match, triple threat for the World Heavyweight title. You gotta usually watch the biggest matches. So let's get into it. And we'll simulate the first match. Which default wins, of course he does. Why wouldn't he, right? Piece of shit. Ultimate Tiger versus Viking Loco. Viking Loco picks him the win over the champion. That's a big win. Fatal 4 between Borgloff, Alexander Storm for LaRose and Quest. Quest picks up the victory. Frank LaRose versus Azrael to start this feud. Azrael picks up the victory over Frank LaRose. T-Lon versus Doc in their singles match. Doc picks up the victory. And, of course, our main event of the evening, Savage, Daddy Slant, and Samuel wrestling for the World Heavyweight title. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we go with the main event of SmackDown this week. We have Andrew, the despised icon, Savage, making his way to the ring. We've seen him get his fair share of opportunities. Hasn't been able to pick up a victory as of yet, though. So he's looking to get back on his winning ways. He's beaten, I think, Samuel Wrestling twice now, if I'm not mistaken, in singles competition. So, but of course, the former World Heavyweight Champion, who's been on the shelf after a brutal match, I believe, with Samuel Wrestling last time he was in the ring, if I recall correctly. So he's going to have an opportunity here tonight to force his way into the World Heavyweight title picture scene if he can win the title. But obviously he's going to have to either put away Savage, which he's done before, or Samuel Wrestling, which I believe he never has. So let's see let's see what's going to happen in this match. And here we go with competitor number 2. As we all know, it's the returning Big Daddy Slane, Callum, making his way to the ring, showing off his new hat, looking all, I don't even know what to call that. You can call it something in the comment section if you feel like it. Make something up. But Big Daddy Slane coming off of his injuries. He's been out for, I believe, 6 weeks, I believe is what his injury timeline was. Which really sucked because he was one of our most popular superstars at the time, and he's fallen down a bit. But he's looking to get right back into the main event scene here tonight on SmackDown in this triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. And of course, here comes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It is Mr. Old School. It is Samuel Wrestling. He has been a fighting champion. He's put that title on the line countless times. I really should have kept track of how many times they defended it, which would have been interesting, but I have not, unfortunately. But once again, he's looking to prove why he is the World Heavyweight Champion in another triple threat match. He's defended his title a couple times in multi-man matches, and he's been pretty damn good at it. So we'll see if Samuel Wrestling once again can hold on to that beautiful golden belt around his waist, or if one of these other competitors, either the despised icon or Big Daddy Slane, will walk out of SmackDown tonight as the World Heavyweight Champion. And here we go. The triple threat is on the way. Savage still looking to choose his battles here. Elbow strike to the face. Going to see another Tower of London. This will be it for the champion if Savage doesn't get back in the ring. Sure enough, he does. Of course, he's going to leave the ring again because that's what he likes to do. Boy likes to stay on the outside of the ring. He's so far away. I don't think he's going to break this one up. 1, 2, 3. And Big Daddy Slane is your champion because the despised icon is an idiot. Alright, so Daddy Slane won the World Heavyweight title. I don't know when my recording started to mess up. I hope it wasn't too long because that will look really bad in post. But I restarted it. Hopefully everything goes smoothly from here on out. But that was the last guy I wanted to win the title there because I'm having the feud between Samuel Wrestling and Savage. But it is what it is. You never know with this game, right? So let's see how our show did. I think it was a pretty good one, honestly. Fan change to Raw. Wow, 40,000. That's unfortunate. I thought we had a better show. Guess not. That's poopy. So let's go ahead and check the reports then. Just want to see exactly what it showed. Half a star, 1 star, 1.5, 2, and 3. This is only a 2, really? I feel like that should have been at least 2.5. Give us a little something. Good build though. You know, half, 1, 1.5, 2, 3. What did they put out? No stars. 1.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3.5. Of course, their woman. Their woman did it again. We have some money now. I can't remember if we have to sign anyone. I just want to make sure. T-Lon is unsatisfied. What is he upset about? Because he keeps losing. We'll win a fucking match, man. 3 weeks left on Borg Lobster. Okay. And it's the same with Christy Hemme. And of course, we lost some popularity because Tank won. Didn't Tank? No, Default won. And he went up by 2. I like how if you win a handicap match, you only go by 2. So Ultimate Tiger went down, but Viking Local went up to a 28, so that's something. Okay, make sure there's no one in free agency in case. Yep. All right, so now we get the build. Let's make sure that our rivalries are going here. Israel, Frank LaRose, Alexander Storm, Fred LaRose went sour. That's unfortunate. Guess we'll just fix that. Have them not wrestle each other this week, and then bring it back together for the next week. I was kind of hoping that would last, but I guess not. Okay, so we got 3 weeks to go. So main events. I know what I'm doing for the main event this week. It's going to be a special ref singles match. Gonna go ahead and put Savage as the ref. Daddy Slain versus Samuel Wrestling. I'm gonna put the title on the line. Match 5. I'm gonna do a backstage brawl between T-Lon and Doc. That's Daddy Slain. I want Doc. There we go. We'll put the U.S. title on the line as well, I think. We'll do that. I think that's a good idea. Promo here, advertising. Promo here, advertising. So 2 title matches tonight. Match 4 is going to be a... What do I got? Let's do a... I have Bork and... Or not Bork, I have fucking... what's his face? Frank and Azrael are supposed to go at it, so we'll make them in another manager match. Frank LaRose, Azrael. Just keep that feud going. Bing. I'm going to start this open here with the handicap match. This time we're going to go back to the cruiserweights against Default, and hopefully the cruiserweights win this time. So let's go Viking. As that feud's going. Viking to Greek and Ultimate Tiger. Okay, I have 2 more matches to fill. I want to do another handicap match though here. Let's do 1 on 3. Get Tank on this side. We're gonna go Fred. We're gonna go Chick Magnet. And I guess Christy Hemme. Christy Hemme, where are you? There we are, okay. And then I want to start that feud between Quest and Pork Lobster, so let's do that. Where is he? Quests. There we go. Perfect. So that's going to be our show this week. That's okay. So ready that up. Default wins again. Son of a bitch. Stop winning, you bastard. Tank wins as well. This game, I swear, it hates me sometimes. Pork Lobster beats Quest. Azrael beats Frank LaRose. T-Lon wins the United States Championship in the backstage brawl. And Samuel Wrestling, as is tradition, after Big Daddy Slain wins the title, he loses it right back, as he does every time. So there we go. Another champion. No fan change. Awful. It's unfortunate. The Raw rating was 1.5, so I imagine we got 1.5 as well. Make sure the emails, no emails, roster. Check the rivalries, make sure everything's going swell. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Nobody in free agency. I don't know why I ever checked. There never is, but everyone's happy now. A little fatigue level for Doc and T-Lon, but nothing too crazy. Fucking Default's gone up to a 5. It's ridiculous. So stupid. Okay, so I gotta start the Fred and Alexander Storm feud, which would be just a 1-week feud, but I gotta start it here anyways. I didn't check the reports, so let me check the reports real quick. SmackDown results: half star, 1 star, 1.5, 2.5, and a 3. That's much better. Raw results, yeah, once again the girls doing their best work for them. Alright, so main event of the evening here is going to be, let's do a steel cage match between Savage and Samuel Wrestling. Okay, match 5. We're gonna do a triple threat. T-Lon. Where is he? Well, I'm having such trouble finding people. Daddy Slain, there we go. And Doc is what I want. There we go, perfect. So I gotta make sure my rosters, I could probably sign some people now that need to be signed, I think, next week. Yeah, so we're gonna sign Bork, give him a 3-month, just keep him aboard. Daddy Slain, I'm gonna give 3 months as well. It's gonna take a bunch of our cash, but it's fine. Christy Hemme, we'll give 5 weeks. Keep working on Christy Hemme on a 5-week thing. Okay, back to our show. So we have our first 2 matches. Alright, promo here, more advertising, more advertising. Opening match again is going to be the handicap match. Hopefully this time it actually works in our favor. Default, stop winning matches, you bastard. I've got Herotheycallme here, and we'll throw a little sweep in that. And then we'll switch it up. We'll throw Tank on this one, since Tank versus the cruiserweights. Ultimate Tiger. Where is he at? Viking. And the Greek Olive. Okay, you guys need to win. You need to win, alright? And then this will be our, I guess, our tag team feuds. Well, we have one started, right? So I could do a... Let's do a single with manager with manager. Do Bork with quests, and we'll do Frank with Azrael. This one we'll do just a singles match between Fred and Alexander Storm. There we go. Get that feud started again. So no titles on the line this week, but that's gonna be our show. Ready up that. I'll simulate all. Chick Magnets, Herotheycallme and Little Squeak beat Default, and Ultimate Tiger, Viking Local, and Greek Olive beat Tank. Good, that's what I want. Frank LaRose beats Bork Lobster with the help of Azrael. Alexander Storm beats Fred LaRose. Daddy Slane wins the triple threat match, and Silent Wrestling wins the steel cage match. Got match of the week. Fan change to Raw, even though we got match of the week. 50,000. My God, man, we're getting kicked. Our asses are getting beat. Nothing in the emails. Rosters. Chick Mag wanted to do a 6 at least. You think? I thought this would be doing well for us. 80 and 79. You know, I think the future should be doing decent numbers, but apparently not. Herotheycalme's gone up. T-Lon's gone up. Daddy Slane's gone up. Alexander Storm's going up. Azrael's going up. Chick Mag has a 6. All the rivalries are going strong except for Viking Logan and Ultimate Tiger just before the fucking match that I need them to have, unfortunately. Very unfortunate, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's look at the results here. Half a star, 1-1, 2.5, 3.5. Pretty good match to end there. Not good enough, apparently. They had a half a star, 1.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3, and then Trish Stratus once again being the workhorse that she is. They are taking all my fans. I need to make a big splash at the pay-per-view. That's all I know. So scheduled match here. We have one more match or one more show left. So there's no point even trying to make a cruiserweight feud because it won't happen. But this is just before the Great American Bash. We know the main event is going to be a... Let's do a submission match between Savage and the champ. Okay, match 5 is going to be a... Let's do a singles with manager. T-Lon on this side. Big Daddy Slane with Doc. And our United States feud. Promo here is going to be not main event hype, pay-per-view hype. And I'll do main event hype for this one. Just try to build toward that main event. You know? Okay, we got to build up the handicaps again. 1 on 3. Keep Viking on this side, it's fine. Defaults. Just gotta make sure we spread out the love here. We'll have Viking with Herotheycalme and Chick Magnet. There we go. And then this one, we'll do Tank, who apparently doesn't exist. He must be on the other side. Yep. Switch for a little sweep. Tank. Ultimate Tiger and Little Squeep. Let's do Little Squeep. We already have him. That's right. Let's do Greek Olive again. Build that up. Match 3. Do a tag team match. Normal tag. Azrael and Alexander Storm. Going against Fred and Frank LaRose. Just before the pay-per-view. Okay, no title on the line. And what do we have left on this card? We got Bork and Quest and Young DeWiz. Let's do a triple threat match between them then, because Young DeWiz hasn't been in a match in quite some time. That might do decent numbers too, because he's a 49. Yeah, so that's gonna be our go home show. I think it's pretty decent, so let's ready that up. Similarly through that, Christy Hemme, Viking Local, and Trick Mag be default. Good. Little Squeak to Recall and Ultimate Tiger beat Tank. Good as well. Fred and Frank LaRose beat Azrael and Alexander Storm. Bork Lobster beats Young DeWiz and Quest. T-Lon beats Doc with Daddy Slane. And Samurai Wrestling again wins, this time in a submission match against Andrew Savage. If we didn't win that one, I don't know what. Yeah, there we go. SmackDown. I was going to say that was a good show. 120,000. Yeah, boy. That's just before a pay-per-view, too. That's a big one. That is a big one. I think the main event really maybe did 4 stars for us, is my guess. 2-star show, but that's my guess. So we got contract expiring, so obviously we're going to sign these guys before we end the show. I'm not interfering with the show, but thanks for letting me know that I should do that. So let's get our contracts. Chick Magnet, we're going to get to, we'll get him to a 3-month. I think we could build him back up. Quests, we're going to get to a 3-month as well. And Viking, we're going to get to a 3-month. Just to keep these guys around. Alexander Storm, I'm going to give him another 5 weeks here, just because he's going to be coming up soon. And we'll let the rest sit, because we're going to need to build some money up for them. But make sure the rivalries are going strong. Yeah, we got two double thumbs up matches, so that's going to be good for the pay-per-view. Check the reports here. Yeah, 4-star show, that's what I figured. So we had a half-star opener, then we had a 0-star second match. 1.5 tag, 1.5 triple threat, 2.5 for the single with manager, and then the 4-star main event. So here's hoping that this main event goes well for us. But roster, let's check these out real quick. I just want to see, before we end, I want to see the popularity of some people. Samuel Wrestling is an 81, Savage is a 79, Chris Tammy's a 65, T-Lon's a 63, Doc's a 57, Daddy Slane's a 56, Azrael's a 51, Alexander Storm's a 50, Young DeWiz is a 48, Frank LaRose gone up to a 36, Quest is a 35, Bork Lobster's a 34, Viking Local's a 31, so that's good. Fred LaRose is a 23, I don't know what happened to him. Dick Recall's a 22, Ultimate Tiger's a 20, Little Squeep's a 16, Chick Magnus a 9, and then we got these two sitting low at 0s, where I want them to be right now, because they're supposed to be building. So for our pay-per-view, it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to have to be a pretty damn good one if we want to take back some of this fan support. But right now we're at 4,340,000 to their 5,660,000. If I could take 1 million, that'd be great. But I'm aiming for at least between 300 and 500,000 is my goal. But we'll have to wait and see. So that'll be on next week's episode, guys, when we go into the Great American Bash. So if you like this episode, make sure to leave a like. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the Great American Bash, and I will catch you next week with more. So until next time, here at Clipper Life, to Sweden.